What up, team? Good afternoon. Welcome to JTraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related contents and much more. Yeah, guys, I just got back in town, man. Was running a little late. You remember what I told you guys yesterday? That I told you to keep on watch. What did I say that it looked like it was forming yesterday? Didn't I not say even on SPY it looked like it was forming an inverted cup and handle pattern? I told you guys. I told you that bad boy was forming a possible inverted cup and handle pattern. That I still was not leaning towards the long side. And we could definitely see more downside to come. And lo and behold, guys, what happened? We got that pullback down to the downside. Remember, I showed you even on the 1 hour time frame back here on SPY. I told you it looked like an inverted cup. And we sure enough got it. Got that inverted cup. And then I said we could find our way right back down. Once we crack underneath that 653.20, all the way back down towards the 650s themselves. And we got that pullback down. We looked at the 1 hour time frame, and also, guys, we also took a look at the weekly time frame as well to see that. I told you that we was cupping on that one at the same time too. Right here, weekly, guys, we are back down towards that around that 650 level. Where I see if we couldn't hold 650, that we could pull back down even lower. So, I mean, right now the market is still weak. I mean, the market is still weak. I mean, do we have bouncing opportunities here and there? We do, but I mean, the overall setup, guys, is the market is just still weak at this time. I mean, right now, I mean, Tesla's pulling back. I mean, Tesla's back down to the 377.50s, back down to that key area. I mean, so we still getting some pullbacks here and there, though. So, from that 377.50 on Tesla, and we do crack that 377.50, the next level on down is going to be around that 375-ish level, which we are still pulling back at this time. SPY, we did crack right back underneath that 650. Next level on down is going to be around that 648.57. So I'm still keeping everything on watch. I mean, everything is still looking weak, guys. I mean, everything is still looking horrendous. As far as on the long side, I mean, it's just not looking good on the long side at this time. I mean, we still creating this inverted cup, guys. I mean, cup and handle, you can clearly see that inverted cup and handle. Right now, pulling back down towards the 650s. Again, if those sellers can succeed, keeping those buyers underneath, then we can pull back down even lower to the even lower portions. Would it be the next possible level if we can't hold 650? Would it be the next possible level on that? Underneath that 649.45. I mean, we'll come back down to Monday's low areas where we had that bounce, where we had that pop up. That was all the way back down towards that 641. That we already got inverted cup number 1, and if we fall all the way back down towards the 640, down 644 to 641, that'll be cup number 2. So already we closed out cup number 1 right here, guys. Now again, if we get that pullback underneath that 649.45, we'll be heading down to inverted cup number 2. So keep that on watch. Watch this 649.45, 650 level to see if we're gonna get a bounce or will we continue all the way on down through. So right now, like I said, man, the market is just looking. I mean, look at this. Look at Tesla. This is atrocious. Good morning. Good afternoon, Ingrid. Yeah, I just got back in time. Remember, I had that meeting yesterday. Not too long ago, got back. Yeah, I'm just exhausted, man. I've been traveling, dealing with the hospital. I am exhausted, Quinn. I'm beyond tired right now. I am beyond tired. I mean, I definitely need to take me a little, a little R&R, just some relaxing time. But you already know, guys. I mean, even through everything, I'm gonna still help you guys through, whatever we need to look over. I'm trying to see right now. Tesla, we pulling back down towards that 76.50-ish area. Yeah, I know, Queen. It's just like I said. I mean, I be trying to help out so many people and do so much, man. Sometimes I put a little bit too much on myself, and I know sometimes that I know I shouldn't do that. That's not healthy. But I mean, I got to do what I have to do to, make things happen. But, at the same time, I'm always here for you guys too as well. And I did, and also, didn't I not tell everybody yesterday that we've had a possible inverted cup coming? What happened? Inverted cup. I mean, I told everybody, them be mindful of that inverted cup that could possibly form. And there you go, inverted cups. So would it be the next level on down? Like I said, we do crack through that 649.45. We do have room to fall right back down into that old range from Monday. Back here, guys. So we do continuously crack. Remember that we'll be entering into this territory right here, where we'll be basically giving back half the gains from the other portion of that candle back down this way. So that'll be the other half of that candle. When we went on that spike Monday, right here will be of the other half on down. So that'll be underneath the 650s, falling back down into the 645s, down into the 640 itself. So pretty much a $10 pullback, a $10 drop. So basically back down to these bottoms. So even if we do get a a pullback, a hard pullback down this way, if it was to happen, could we utilize this as a double bottom and utilize that to bounce our way back up towards the price points of 645s back up to 650s, or will we continue on down? So right now, this is the little safety net that buyers are trying to utilize to stay on top of. Because remember, the minute we crack underneath that 645, 649.45, we're going right back in this little range here. From that green trend line, a green price point, all the way back down into these levels. And that would be Monday's area, basically the remaining other portion where Monday took off at. So that means that, you got to think about it, guys. After Monday's run, all the buyers are doing is giving back all his gains all the way back down. Now we back down to the half area of that candle. And if we do successfully crack underneath that 49.45, all we doing is just collecting the rest that was pretty much given. So, and right now, slowly trying to enter into the 49.45, guys. And like I said, we get that crack on down, we'll be feeding off the rest of this candle all the way back down. So that means that Monday itself could not hold its gains. For Tuesday, Wednesday, going into Thursday, is giving everything back on down. So again, that ain't good. That's still weak. And I told you guys that the market still looked weak. I didn't trust it. Look at this bloodbath. Look at this. This is, that's not screaming bullish at all, man. That's definitely downside. I would not be trusting that in no shape, form, or fashion on the long side just yet. It's just this week, no. And as I told you, normally on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you start to get some type of transition. And we started to turn where? Right here, guys. Wednesday, started to turn on Wednesdays, right back down into Thursdays, creating a what? Downtrend. And look at this. Look at this dump still occurring. Now you done cracked underneath the that 45, that 650. Now down to the 640, damn near 648. You already got the cup, handle, and then now that flush all the way back down. Tesla, you underneath 740, 377.50. Underneath that level, the next level on down on that bad boy is 375. And even that's still pulling. And also Tesla created a inverted cup. And go to Tesla, that's also an inverted cup right here. Go over a little bit. Right here, guys. Look at this. Inverted cup. Tesla all the way back down, close towards that 375, and you back down in this downtrend. So, all of that's showing weakness. Now you're going back down into the oversold on the RSI. So, yeah, this is, it's just definitely a blood bath right now. So, right now, it's not looking good on the positive side. What's up, Dumb? What's up, boss? Yeah, I just got back in, man. I got back in late. Traffic and every damn thing else, man. So, I just got back in, so I had to hop in. Yeah, so no problem at all. But done. What I told y'all yesterday that we remember when we was watching SPY, I said we could possibly see a what? Inverted cup. What happened? What happened? Inverted cup, didn't it? On SPY. Remember I called it out at what we was around 661. Around 661 I called it out. I said as long as we stay underneath that, we could start to curl our way back down. And sure enough, right about here. Remember we were underneath that 661 yesterday? I told you that, watch that 200-day moving average. I said, as long as those sellers can keep them underneath, we could start to cup our way on down. Did I not call that out? Closed out that cup. Next level on down is back all the way back down towards the rest of Monday's push. Monday pre-market going into intraday. You pushed from 641. You ran your way up towards that 644 up to damn near 650 and kept going. And all we doing now is, the sellers are just trying to come back and reclaim everything else. They just collecting the rest of it. That's all they doing right now, boss. All they doing so far, after Monday's push done, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all they doing now, those sellers, is coming back to collect and take back everything that those buyers tried to gain on Monday. That's it. Because all they doing now is just taking the rest of this. They taking the rest of this. That's it. So that's from 650s all the way down towards the 641s. So underneath 650s, we know we have the rest of this to come down. We have the rest of this to take away from the buyers. That means that we could not hold. They couldn't hold. I mean, that candle couldn't hold from Tuesday, Wednesday, going into Thursday. All they doing is giving back all their gains. That's it. That's showing the power right now that the sellers are still in control. Still showing the power that sellers are still in control. Because if buyers were in control, what needed to happen after this run on up on Monday, it should have held, consolidated, and built a higher low back up. But what happened? Wednesday, yesterday, as I told you guys, normally on Wednesday, Thursdays, you start the transition. So after we had this run on up Tuesday, going into Wednesday, what happened? Where did your transition occur? Wednesday. Hit that 200-day moving average, started to cup right back on down. And you remember I told you guys, even Tuesday or yesterday, I said, man, it looked like it's making an inverted cup. And sure enough, inverted cup. Right back down. Remember I told you guys, once we fell underneath that 5680, remember I told you that was that key level yesterday. I said, watch, as I was getting off my live stream, I said, guys, watch 5680. Below belongs to the sellers. Above belongs to the buyers. And what happened? Stayed underneath 5680. Sellers came in, took advantage of that, brought you all the way back down towards that 5320. From 5320 all the way back down to 650. And all you did was create a what? Inverted cup. So now what the sellers are trying to do, if they continuously succeed, it just get the rest of what that move that happened on Monday. So all they're doing is taking the rest of this candle out. That's it. Trying to get this bad boy all the way back down, feeding off the rest of that candle all the way back down to the downside. And Monday's bottom is all the way down towards 641. So if they succeed, you already know where the sellers are going. So cracking into the 640s, you already know they're going to head down towards that 644 area. From 644s down to that 641, that's going to give you that double, somewhat of a double bottom. So, I mean, that'll be even, and guys, that'll be even your bigger cup done. You already got the mini cup right here. We already closed out the mini cup right here. That's completed. Now we want to go for the bigger cup. So let me draw that out for those who can't see it. So right here, guys, you can clearly see it right here. The first candle, the first inverted cup is already completed. Right here. Remember I told you guys? Right here. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. That was your right here. First inverted cup and handle right there. Now what they're going to try to do is go for the even bigger cup towards these bottoms. So they're going for even a bigger fish. So once they succeed, stay underneath, keep those bars underneath that 650. They aiming for that, 644s down to 641s where they will close out the even bigger cup. But if buyers can stay, or try to find a way to reclaim that 650, they can find their way to bounce their way back on up, but you will have resistance where? You're going to have already starting off at 653.20 up to where? 66.80. So you got to keep that in mind. So right now they're trying desperately to stay on top of this price point. They're trying to hold it. They're trying to utilize this as a bottom and the possible bounce opportunities. But if those sellers do succeed, they're going straight for that 44, possibly all the way back down to 41 to close out that even bigger cup. So I gave y'all heads up. I gave y'all the alert yesterday on what to look out for. I said, man, I seen it. But a lot of people like to call me crazy because I call things out a little bit ahead of time. But look what happened. I called it out. If y'all don't believe me, go back on my live from yesterday and say, call me a liar. Tell me I'm lying. If I didn't call out that inverted cup, I called it. Call that bad boy to a T. I mean, could we see some bouncing up? Matter of fact, are we oversold yet? Oh, we still, let me see. Where's the RSI on that one? Look like still got some room to still fade. Look like once we hit around the 45-ish area, I mean, we could start to go right into the oversold area. Because right now we like halfway, and that's right here at 49, 45. And we still got, I mean, if the selling continues, I mean, you do have room to still pull back down on an RSI into the oversold position. That means you're going to have to enter into this little domain here. But watch this key area here, guys. Like I said, sellers keep buys underneath 650. Buyers, you're going to have to retain and reclaim 650 for that possible bounce back up. But even if you do so, you're still going to have resistance because now this area is turned to resistance now because you're no longer holding that. That's resistance now. So not just the 5680. Now you're 53.20. And this bad boy is still downtrending. Still downtrending. I mean, look at this. Take Wednesday setup, going into Thursday. This is a downtrend. You got an inverted cup and handle pattern. Said already that didn't complete it. That's done. All the way back down to 49.45. And if those sellers continue, they're going for even the bigger cup, which is all the way down towards 44, down to 41. That's right where Monday's bounce started in pre-market when Donald Trump announced that the news about the war. That I knew that was a complete lie. I knew that was fabricated. Because all of a sudden, once he made that announcement, we went on that short push up to the upside, up towards the 660s. And then look what happened. Couldn't even hold his gains. Right back on down. And look what's happening right now. Falling right back in that range. Look at that. So that look like you already see what those sellers are going for. You know what they're heading for. You already know. 648 down to the 646. Down to 644s. Right here where we had this little bounce on Friday. And then if you take out Friday's little low area right here, from Friday's low area around 644, 72, then we go down into Monday's lows, which is around 641. So we already know that they're trying to go for Friday's low of day. That's going to be around 644.72. That'll be the next area. And then after that will be Monday's lows right around 644. And as you can see, they already completed one inverted cup. Now they're going for the bigger cup. And all your lows to close out that bigger cup is all the way back down towards 641. And I told you guys this. Done. Did I not break this down to everybody on the 1 hour time frame? And also did I not break it down on the weekly chart? Everything was setting up. I told everybody to take a look at the weekly time frame. I said the fact is we fell underneath these two indicators. We can fall from those two indicators down to that not indicator, but I'm sorry, trend line, down to this trend line where we could crack 650 and fall all the way back down this way. You remember I said that we could be aiming for that old breakout level, which is around 613. And I said the only thing that was stopping us from hitting 613 was what price point? 650 and also that 50 moving average. But I said, guys, look at this inverted cup. I said, look how the way that even a weekly is setting up is creating a what? An inverted cup. I said, there's no U shape in sight right now. I said, it looked like it's starting to curl. I said, from that red trend line, it looked like we're falling right through these two trend lines and then down to this possible trend line next, which is going to bring us back down towards underneath the 640s, down into the possible 620s. And that'll get us closer and closer towards what price point? 613. Why 613? Because 613 is the old breakout or the newly breakout area right here. So you can see right here when we were underneath, we pulled all the way back down to 480. From 480 bounce, we broke above 613 and created new highs. And all it's doing look like it's curling back down to retest that 613 in due time. So once we get rid of that 650, I mean we should start to slowly pull back this way. So right now it's still looking weak, guys. I mean I warned y'all. I've been warning you guys for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks the possibility what could happen. And look what's happening. I mean I warned y'all. Can't say I didn't tell y'all. I told y'all. Ooh, and I do see something. Oh, man, I know Mike not in right now. I do see a possible gap fill, but I mean, we're going to have a harder drop on Tesla. I see a gap fill on Tesla. But that's all the way back down, though. Because right now, where we at 377, that means that we're going to have to continue down towards the 370s. But I do see a possible gap fill that could take place once we crack below that 375. I do see a possible gap fill on the downside. And that gap fill, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, on Tesla, that gap fill starts from, matter of fact, I'll go to it. I'll go to my 15-minute time frame to show you guys what I see on Tesla. So on my 15-minute time frame, I see a gap fill. I see a possible gap fill, guys. Right here. Look at that. Right there. Once them bad boys crack underneath the 675s down to the 672.50s, look at this gap fill. Gap fill from here down to here. So that means once you crack below that 675 level, get rid of this floor. I mean that possible gap fill could commence in due time too. Well, we could see even lower pull on Tesla. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. So let me go ahead and map that out from the start to finish right about there, right in that little spot, little gap fill. So that means once we crack, We should start to end it. Ooh, I mean, it's a possibility that bad boy could fall all the way back. Damn, that'd be a hell of a drop. Goodness gracious, because you already done fell from the damn near 385s all the way back down to pretty much 375. It's almost a $10 drop already on Tesla. And that looked like a head and shoulders pattern. So that means that more downside could be coming. Once you get that crack underneath that 375, 376, you'll fall right back down into this little zone. And then you do have a gap fill that could commence right there. Right in this little area. I'm going to put that. I'm gonna try to change the color to it. What color I can use? I guess I'll put it green. But done. Didn't I warn everybody though, boss? To not go long? Didn't I tell everybody I wasn't long? I said I still didn't trust the market. And what happened? That's why I warned everybody I wasn't doing it. I was not going along with that bad boy. What's the bottoms on that? 6807. All right, 6807. Just want to drag it over a little bit because I know I got to drag it over to Friday because I want to see if they're going to try to go for a Friday flush. So it's like 368, something like that. About 368. All the way into Friday. Yeah, right here, right in this little area. So right now, Thursday. So if Thursday gets that crack underneath 76, 75, I mean, we do have some more downside that could occur on Tesla back down that way to fill that gap right here, right about here. So the only thing that's stopping it right now is this floor level, right around 376, 375. It's the only thing that's holding it right now. But if they go for a hard pullback, I mean, guys, Tesla could get a deeper drop in the lowest 370s down into the 360s. So, so for my Tesla traders, just keep that in mind. I'm just telling you all these key areas that I see. Do we even have any gap fills on SPY maybe? I mean, we see one on Tesla. Do we have one on SPY? Yeah, okay, that was we're already feeling it. So that gap fill is already being commenced. Remember that gap fill is all the way back down here, so that's already taking place. Right about there. We already in it. SPY, we're already in the gap fill. See right here, guys? See that huge gap fill down? We already feeling it. So that's all the way down to like 648. So that gap fill is already commenced. Do I see any other gap fills? No, because everything else. I don't see anything else now from this point. Yeah, you see that though, huh? See that huge gap fill we had right there, done. Look, on SPY. All we doing now is just filling it, all the way back down to like 648. Look, we're right at these bottoms of it, right down to 648. So that one already filled. That's already done. And then after that, I mean, your low areas is all the way back down to a 644, 641. And that'll be Monday's bottoms. So that means once we crack underneath this 648, I mean, we will be pulling back down to Monday's bottoms from Monday. All the way down to these bad boys. That'll be next. 644s, the 641s, that'll be next on the list. So once we crack, and they look like they aiming for it too. I mean, look at this, done. Lucky, look, Bob, 644. Look, great minds. I just said that. Look, didn't I not call out the inverted cup and handle pattern since yesterday? Wednesday, when I said we was at 661, I see we need to come up. Look, you was with me. Didn't I not call that out and warn everybody? Right here. When we was at 661, didn't I not draw the inverted cup? When we were just right here, I said, guys, it looked like we could create an inverted cup where we could pull back down to these bottoms this way towards 660, 650. Did we not? Exactly. Bam, bam. Look at that. And then and think about it, Lucky. That's inverted cup number one. That's inverted cup number one, boss. Look at this. You got two of them. Two. You already completed inverted cup number one. Right here. Bam. That's done. Now you got even a bigger cup right here when you had that bounce on Monday. That's 644 to 641. Because that'll close out that cup all the way completely. So 644, because that was Friday's low of day. Right there. So I agree with you on 644. But then you got Monday's lows at 641. That was pre-market before the blast on off once Trump made that announcement. So you already closed out one. Now the bigger one is even all the way back down towards 44, down to 41, because if those buys can hold, that'll give you somewhat of a double bottom, and you'll be into the oversold position. So if they succeed with that, let's just say they go for a hard pull between today and tomorrow. I mean, these will be your targeted areas, guys. 644, 641. Those will be your next targeted area. Once you crack underneath 648, Friday's low of day, which was 644, then down towards Monday's low of day, which is 641. That's where you had that blast off when Trump made that announcement when we ran all the way up towards the 660s. So all we doing, guys, is giving back everything that we build up. That's all we doing. So far, sellers took all of this. Next level they aiming for is the rest of that candle all the way back on down. That's all they doing. They already claimed half of it. Now they going for the other half. That's all they doing. They taking back everything from those buyers. That's it. And look, bam. You think I'm lying? What are they doing? Are they not trying to go for the rest of this candle? Are they not trying to go for the rest of this? Lucky, let them know. Lucky, let them know. Oh, look, and also I see a gap fill on Tesla. A huge gap fill. I just showed everybody that Tesla could possibly do. Look right here. Go to the 15-minute time frame on Tesla. Watch this. Tell me I'm lying, look. I took off my pre-market and my post-market. Tell me if you look right here when I drew my line, drew my block. Am I lying? Look this gap fill. Look that gap fill. From what is this? The 373s. Well, basically we gotta crack the 375s. And all the way down toward damn near the 68s. Look at this little gap fill right here. And where we at right now? Look where we at. Let me minimize it a little bit. So that means once we crack 76, 75, we'll be entering right into this little domain right here. And we do have a little potential gap fill right here, Lucky, on Tesla. Look at this. The gap fill that haven't been filled yet. We have room to fill it. So once they crack this floor, we'll possibly start to commence that gap fill on down on Tesla. That means more downside is coming. That means that 9 times out of 10, you're going to pull down to all the way down towards 370s, down into the 360s. So that gap fill hasn't commenced yet. Not yet. But, I mean, the pot is stirring. The pot is stirring. So, guys, I didn't broke down SPY to y'all and broke down Tesla to y'all. So, could more possible downside come on these bad boys? Again, if we get that crack underneath that 648 on SPY, we could start to commence the rest of it because that's only $4 down from that 644. And then from 644, you got $4 more down towards the 641s to 640s. So, and I mean, look at this bloodbath. Look at this. Does that look long to y'all? Hell to the no. The market is weak right now, man. It's been a bearish week right now. Especially with all this going on. I ain't leaning towards the longs, and not until we get to some oversold areas. To me, the market is still weak. I'm not chancing it. Not on the long side. That's a hell to the no. Negative. I told you guys I wasn't leaning long. I told you I ain't trust the market. I told you this whole week I wasn't trusting it. I went through a 1 hour time frame. I even went to a weekly time frame, and I told you guys this. Yesterday, I did not break this down, the range. From this tops to this mid area, back down to these bottoms, your old breakout zone, right here, 613. Where we can go, start from these tops that we can't break. Mid area, down to the old breakout zone of 613. And the market and the weekly time frame is still pulling. I mean, look at this. This is... Guys, look at this. From Monday through Thursday, we're still red. I mean, it was still red. And again, if they stay underneath 650, they're going to go for even a harder pull going in possibly tomorrow. Because I know tomorrow we have consumer sentiments at 10 o'clock. But so far, guys, I mean, we've been bearish. I mean, from week after week after week after week. Guys, the market has just been bearish. Especially tomorrow. If we close underneath 650, you already know going into next week, next Monday through Friday, if we cannot get it back above 650, guys, going into next week, we're going to have to focus it on the price underneath 650s on down. So what does that mean? That means that we're going to have to take this old range here and move it down to this range right here. So then that means we're going to have to focus from the 650s down this way. Because again, we could fall all the way back down towards these trend lines. These next trend lines. So it all depends tomorrow. Like I said, if they get a bounce, we're going to definitely need to get back above the 670s plus. But the rate that this is going, it looked like more downside could present itself. It looked like we may close out on another bearish week underneath 650. So again, 650 is gonna be key. Tell y'all right now for these last 2 days, today and tomorrow, watch that 650. If tomorrow closes underneath 650, you might as well be setting yourself up for another possible bearish week, for another possible pullback coming next Monday and through Friday, where we'll find our way back into the 630s, 620s, all the way possibly back down to this old breakout zone of 613. So that's all I'm saying. So I told you guys this to get prepared for that, because I mean the market was just I mean, I told him I was not touching that on the long side. Was not happening. I just did not trust the market this week. It was just too many fabricated lies, man, coming out about the war. Because when that spike happened on Monday and Donald Trump said that a war, what he said, did they mess up a negotiation or they met an agreement? The reason why I didn't believe it, because we heard it from one side of the fence, but we didn't hear nothing from the other side, Iran. And then Iran came in and said, no, we did not meet no type of negotiation. So that was fabrication. And then next thing you know, what happened with the market? It was a lie. It was a lie. They didn't reach no negotiation. He just said that to pump that market up, but that market couldn't hold. Because once all the news came out, the real news came out that they haven't reached a negotiation, look how the market reacted. It wasn't no positive news. And look how the market is reacting to that, man. Fabrication. Yeah, but you got to understand, Donald Trump is obsessed with the market. He's obsessed with the market. And you already know, with him being president, that's going to be pretty much a representation on him. So that means, because he can't go point fingers on nobody else, because he's in charge. You can't go blame it on no Joe Biden or no Barack or nobody else. Dude, you are in charge. Can't go back into the past and point fingers. It's on you. You called out the war. You caused this mayhem. Now you have to do damage control. You didn't reach no agreement with Iran yet, because even they had to come back behind you and say, no, we have not reached a negotiation. So you caused something because, again, they wanted to play Billy bad, you know what, and now look at the consequences. Look at the consequences. I mean, yeah. I mean, because you got to think about it. I mean, things were skyrocketing. I mean, prices are going up. People can't trust it. I mean, you got to think about it. And we're still in talks of inflation. Inflation's still sitting at, 3 to 3.5%. We still ain't even got inflation down to 2%. So that's still on the table. So, there's so much going on right now. It's like, that's why I think that we could go back down to that breakout area of 613. I mean, the route that this is going right now, and again, if the buyers cannot reclaim 650, more downside is coming. More downside is coming. That's why I'm telling buyers, if we want to see or get this bounce back to the upside, you got to reclaim 650, because you got to hold that $50 mark to get that focus back on up. 650, 655, back up to the 660s. You want to start to move your way back up. But if you lose 650, again, which is your $50 mark, and you know that's going to be a strong level, now you got to focus on the lower price points below 650, 640, 630, 620s, all the way down to 600. Because now you're going the opposite way up that $50 mark. Instead of focusing on the higher numbers up above 650, now you got to focus on the lower price points below 650. So that's why 650 is going to be key. And if this keeps dropping, 9 times out of 10, the sellers are aiming for Friday's low of day, which is 644s, down into the 641s, which was Monday's low of day. So that means that you're going for even a bigger inverted cup. So it's wild. It's wild right now. But I'm not leaning along right now. It's no positive news. It's just, and then today we have the jobless claims that increased. So that went up. So that wasn't good either. Because I forgot what it increased in by, because I posted it earlier. And I mean, it's just nothing positive right now. It's nothing positive. I mean, we just gotta face facts right now, that the market is not healthy. It's not. It's bad. I know a lot of people that's long buyers wanted to. I mean, guys, we gotta face reality, man. It's not. The market don't give a damn about our feelings and what we want. Yeah, I mean, I'm at some points I am long buyers, but again, I broke this down to you guys on a weekly standpoint, hourly standpoint. Guys, this is weekly. That means every counter that closes, that's Monday through Friday, every single week. So that means that you kept getting hammered where? At that trend line that we still could not break. Remember, the last time we hit this area was in 2021, 2022. What happened with that? We fell from that red trend line going into 2022. What did that cost? A bear market. You fell from that you fell from the 480s, right? All the way down to like the 350s. You had a damn near $100 pullback on that one, $100 plus. And then going into 2023, you created a cup and handle pattern. I mean, it's right here. If I'm making this up, look right here. I'm not lying. Bam. Hit that same exact red trend line, 2021, 2022, caused a bearish market, right? Then you wind up picking up steam going into 2023. You created a cup and handle. You wind up breaking above what price point? 480. Then from 480, then you wind up going for the next higher price point, which is 613. And then from 613, you got rejected hard. 613, you fell from what? Those two trend lines had a massive pullback down to what price point? 480, bouncing off of that trend line. So you rotated from here all the way back down. Then those buyers seized a strong opportunity to buy back up, got right back above 613, pushed through 613, all the way up towards damn near 697 to 698. Right back to that trend line once again that we didn't see in about what, about 3 years. So 3 years, we finally hit that same exact trend line that we seen in 2021, 2022. That all it did was a rinse and repeat. You hit that strong trend line, pulled right back on down. Now you have an inverted cup falling from this area back on down to where? The 650s. If we crack 650s, then your next possible level on down is where to retest is 613, your old breakout area here, turning resistance into support. So keep that in mind. Everybody thought I was crazy. Look what's happening if I'm crazy. I've been calling this level out. Aussie, done. How many times I kept calling out this trend line for weeks? Over and over and over and over and over and over again. I said, guys, we're hitting this red trend line again every week. Guys, we're hitting this red trend line again. We're hitting this red trend line again. Guys, we're hitting this red trend line again. We haven't broken out. And I said, and I kept going back. I said, guys, when was the last time we hit this red trend line? 2021, 2022. I kept breaking this down. Everybody thought I was crazy. Everybody thought I was crazy. What y'all think now then? Now what? I warned everybody. I drew this area numerous times. I said, watch this strong red trend line. I broke down the 2021, 2022 theory right here. This little area right here. I said, okay, I say now 2025, 2026. I said, guys, don't this look like a rinse and repeat? Hitting that same red trend line. I said, it's still strong. Now we could catch a pullback. We could start to rotate for that red trend line. Everybody thought I was crazy. What y'all got to say now, though? What you got to say now, though? Now that we hit that red trend line, it started to cup. And I warned everybody, even when we was right here, hitting this before we started to go here, when we kept hitting this over and over and over and over again, I told everybody to be prepared. I told everybody to be prepared. And what happened? Inverted cup. I told everybody, I said, we cannot break this trend line. We could pull our way back down to the 650. What did we hit? 650. Everybody was calling me crazy, thinking I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I was breaking this down for weeks and weeks and weeks, damn near months. I even told everybody yesterday. I said, guys, watch 661 right here and watch that 200-day moving average. And then I said, guys, what did I do? From my green price point right here, what did I do yesterday? And you can run back my live, call me a liar. Did I not draw an inverted cup from these bottoms, ran on up? I said, guys, as long as those sellers can keep those buys underneath 661, we can pull back on down and start to fade. Because remember, we was on an uptrend. I said we cracked that uptrend, then we could start to fall our way back down. Then we not cracked the uptrend. Then we not started to create an inverted cup and handle pattern. Then we not closed out that cup. So everything that I've been saying has happened. See, I try to tell people things ahead of time. It may not happen right when I say it, but be prepared for it. I can go back on my live from yesterday, and I drew before we started the rest of this right here, I drew an inverted cup. I said, guys, this could possibly happen. I said we could see a possible inverted cup where we could come back down to this price point. What happened? Did we not find our way back down to that price point? And I warned everybody. It's like, man, I may call things out a little early. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I may call things out a little early, guys, but I'm calling it out to help you guys. If I didn't give a damn about you guys, I wouldn't say nothing. I will let you guess it. I will let you figure it out. But what do I do with you guys to show you my love, my loyalty, to show that I give a damn about you guys' account, that I want to see you guys succeed? What do I do? Things that you may overlook and not see, what do? I bring it to your attention. What do? I'm drawing out inverted cups. I'm drawing out uptrends. I'm drawing out downtrends. I'm going from a 5-minute time frame. I'm going to an hour time frame. I'm going to a weekly time frame to break down things that I see that you may have overlooked or never even thought of. Think about it. Aussie, done. On my weekly time frame, when have I ever changed my lines? This same exact trend line that we've been talking about for months and months. This whole setup, right? From red to green. When have I ever changed my lines? Have I not been calling out the same exact range from top areas where we can have strong resistance to bottom areas where we have strong support? Have I not been playing out and calling out the same exact channel since the beginning of 2026 in 2025? And I told everybody, be mindful of that trend line, and we still having a hard time breaking through that trend line. I warned everybody, man, but I mean, there's only so much you can do, man. There's only so much you can do. But I mean, I warn people what to be prepared for. But it is what it is. I mean, I know a lot of people on the other, mentors and all these other people that break down things. I'll give you guys simple understanding of the market from every time frame possible. Simple. All about looking at patterns. All about understanding psychological levels. I mean, how more simple can I make it? That's about as simple as I can make it. Watch, I'll go to my live stream from yesterday. Let me hurry and bring it up. Let me see where I started to draw that trend line. I started to draw that inverted cup from yesterday to show you guys, for those who think I'm lying. I was drawing that bad boy since yesterday. Let me see if I can find it where I started to draw it. Let me see. Let me look at my timeline where I started to break it down. Where you at? Where I started to draw that inverted cup like since yesterday. And what happened? Inverted cup. And I told everybody. I'm trying to find it. I know it's on one of these. It might be on my. Oh wait, I think I went to the wrong. Shoot, I think I went to the wrong. Whatchamacallit? Hold up. I think I went to the wrong video. I think it was the one before. Cause I forgot my stream crashed. Forgot my stream crashed yesterday. I had to make 2 videos. My bad. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. All right, where did I start drawing it at? I know. And yep, look at this. Look at this. Yesterday, guys. Let me turn the music off real quick. Fall our way back down this way towards that old breakout zone. Jay, we can't fall our way back down to the 613. That's impossible. Why is that impossible? It comes like right around this area. Impossible. Done. Aussie, wasn't this yesterday? Look, when we was halfway, when the market just started. Did I not call it? This was yesterday. The market didn't even damn near open. Look at this. We didn't even start filling up the black line, the intraday yet. We was right here just coming out of pre-market. And I was already drawing it out. Look at this. Done. What did I draw out? Aussie, what did I... Both cups. Cup number 1 yesterday. Then cup number 2. Look at that. Come on, man. And what did we do? Bam. Come on, man. They don't want to hear me. Did I not draw that? Did I not put that price point right now? Did I not tell you guys we was going to close out that cup? Oh, my bad. Did I not say we was going to close out that cup right there? That was going to be cup number 1. I drew 2 cups yesterday. 2 cups. I said that was going to be the targeted area back down on cup number 1 was back down to that green line. Did we not just hit it? Did we not just close out cup number 1? Done. Done. They don't want to hear it, D. They don't want to hear it, boss. I told everybody, and that was right before the market even, what was that? Yesterday, right here. That was even before the market even kicked off. We was like right here when I called that out. That's crazy, man. That's insane. Put the music back on. That's crazy. That's crazy. I warned everybody ahead of time. That is crazy work. Nah, well, I mean, I'm not saying nobody said it personally, but I know a lot of people was thinking that I was, like, oh man, like he speaking too soon, because I knew the market had just opened, because the market was like, I think it was almost right before the market opened. I have to check back to see what time was that. I know we had one green candle at first when we started, but it was like right here before we started to get the rest of this in. But I told her, boy. I saw that from a mile away. I alerted everybody before that market kicked off. Oops, my bad. That was right at the beginning of the market. That is sick. That was yesterday right here. Like right here, I was telling everybody. I started to draw it out, and I drew that inverted cup, guys. I said, as long as we stay underneath 661 and that 200-day moving average, because I told you guys, underneath the 200-day moving average is bearish. I said, as long as they can stay underneath, we could get an inverted cup. And lo and behold, what did we get? Inverted cup. An inverted cup before it completed. That is sick. I told everybody. I warned everybody. God. And for those who think I'm lying, when I first started talking about it. Let me go a little bit when I first started talking about it. Right here. Guys, tell me I'm lying. Put the volume up a little bit. This was yesterday. My quality, why is my quality so low? My bad, guys. There we go. Quality a little bit better. Keep in mind, we're still holding that trend line still. Still holding the trend line. Like I said, it's not until we fall underneath 58, 56, then we can start to see a nice transition. Where we can, as I showed you guys on the uptrend, until we start to fall back underneath 58, back down into the 56, cracking this trend line, then we can definitely start to focus on the reversal back down, kind of creating the cup. So the question is, done. Now that I'm looking at it, could this area start to top out, almost creating like an inverted cup? Top out right there. Again, I'm not going to jump the gun because I know the market just opened. Just an idea. Where you have these bottoms. Look where my line is at. Done. Look where the line at. The top, 661. Possible move back down towards these bottoms right here. And from those bottoms, we got those true bottoms where Monday started right back down this way. If we can, as long as we stay underneath that 661.15, I'm saying, we'll start to top out, kind of like right here on Monday, going right across the board. We start to top out right there and right. And what did we hit? Wow. Just wow. That's all I'm going to say, done. Wow. Inverted cup. And look what happened. Right to those lines I drew out. Inverted cup number 1. And if we can crack through, they'll be trying to head for inverted cup number 2. But they can't say I didn't call it out yesterday. They can't say I did not call it out. I called that bad boy. Called out an inverted cup that went over everybody's head. I called it ahead of time. That's sick. At least I got to see the proof that I wasn't lying. I called it. Inverted cup. Now we back underneath 650, guys. Watch this level. And like I said, as long as those sellers keep going, stay underneath that price point. Next level they're going to be trying to go for, 9 times out of 10 is going to be that 644.72 down toward that 641. That is Monday's bottoms and Friday's bottoms. So I'm going to map out 2. Don't do that. Don't do that, boss. Don't do that, man. All right, let me go ahead and set up my alert. Alert number 1, if we do get that pull all the way back down for that possible targeted area. If those sellers succeed, that's going to be alert number 1. And boy, I wish I would have got on my live earlier. I would have had alert number 1 right here already set up. I would have got y'all on that one. And 41, 641. All right. So got 2 alerts on the downside. So both targeted areas from this level back underneath that 49, 45, and on out. Wait, let me see. Off by a few ticks. Wait, which one? What area? You said off by a few ticks. Which part? Which part, Don? What you talking about? You said off by a few ticks. Where? I mean, I called out the price point. We did hit it. 40, around that 49, 45. That's the same one from yesterday. That's the same green line. And the top I was calling out was the 661. Right at the 200-day moving average. I called that out. I called out both levels. It was like 1 or 2 literally. Oh, at the highs? Oh, you talking about right here? Okay. I see what you're saying. Talking about this high right here. How high did we go? Okay. All right. I was calling. Come on, man. I was damn near spot on. Come on, man. Where those tops is gonna be 661. All right, come on. I was damn near close. Spot on. But I did call out the bottom. I did call out the bottoms though. I called out the bottoms. We did hit that level. My green line. We did hit that. You gotta give me credit on that. So we did hit that one. So my next targeted areas, like I said, this continuation pullback occurs. Down towards that 644, that's Friday's lows, and then down towards Monday's lows. So far so good though. Don, we did call it though. So far so good. We're still getting that nice acceleration down right now. I know this is the hourly time frame. Let me see how we're looking so far. I know what time it is. Candle just opened, so yeah, we gotta give this some time because you gotta keep in mind, guys, these are hourly time frames. Let's see. How we looking on a 4-hour real quick? Let me see how the 4-hour looking. Just want to see if those candles combine, what they looking like. Damn. From yesterday, all red. Goodness gracious. I put on a 4-hour time frame, guys. It's like, from yesterday going into today, post-market, pre-market, damn, it's like not a green candle in sight. And these are 4 hours. Look at that crap. From yesterday going into, look at this. Intraday, post-market, pre-market, and today's intraday, it's all been red. And like no green candle stepped up yet. It's like all them sellers, they eating up all these gains from these buyers. They just eating it. Now they going for the rest of this half of this candle. They going for the rest of it. They trying to eat up. They trying to get back everything. And if they succeed, like I said, they going for the rest of this candle. So that means that candle did nothing. That candle did nothing. From Monday, it did nothing. It didn't hold nothing. So we'll keep everything on watch. Let me go back to a 1-hour time frame. We'll keep everything on watch, guys. Where's my 90? Oh, there we go. Go back to my 1 hour. Right now, still pulling back on the 1 hour. So still looking bearish. Still looking a little bearish. Like I said, guys, watch this level here. You want to close underneath shorts. Stay underneath that price point. Stay underneath close. And then as that next candle come in, we want to just continue on down. But if they do hold, just keep it on watch between that 49, 45, and 50, where they may try to create a red to green move back, but to stay underneath, to see more possible downside. Because I don't think Trump should be, I don't think we have any meetings coming up today. What time it is right now? 1? Because all his major meetings is 9 times out of 10 out the way. Let me see. Let me double check. Didn't he have a meeting early this morning? He was in a press this morning, right? 4 o'clock, he's going to have delivers remarks at the Greek Independence Day celebration. That ain't nothing. 5:45, president participated in a signing time, but that's about it. Nothing. I don't see anything major. So everything else going to be momentum. So look like this going to continue. I don't see anything else where he can just come in and interrupt the market pull. So I don't see anything else. No special presentations or nothing where he could come in and try to say something to ramp it back up. So it looked like we may just continue on down. So I don't see anything else to, to try to pump the market up in any type of way. I don't see anything major. I don't see nothing else at this moment. Let me check the economics too, as well. I don't see nothing as far as the president's schedule. Let me check the economics. Anything? Nope. 1 o'clock. Nah, not even on the economics. You're gonna have a treasury buyback results at 2. That's about it. That's all I see. Nothing major. So I think it may continue, guys. I just think it may continue. We may get this continuation sell-off. I mean, for the rest of the day. I think we may get this continuation sell-off. That's my theory. That's my theory. Like I said, the main thing, if you are in on the short side, you want to get underneath 648. 648, because our goal is to go down towards that 644. Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. But that's why I had to check. No, MR. That's why I'm checking to see if he's going to say anything. That's why I was checking. Because, I already know once he does say something, now I can guarantee a pop. So that's why I had to make sure that, we didn't have no conference or no anything coming up. So I just checked the president's schedule. So nothing as of now. Nothing as of now of him saying anything. I did check the schedule. Oh, shoot. My bad. Yeah, the only thing he's going to have is at 4 o'clock. The president delivers remarks at the Greek Independence Day celebration, and then 5:45 it's going to be he participates in the signing time, but I don't see anything else, where and even on the economics, I think we only have a treasury buyback at 2 o'clock, and that's it. Yeah, that's the only thing I see, boss. MR, that's the only thing I see, boss. I don't see anything else. So I don't see anything him, going into another meeting, but that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see no type of announcements or anything he could come in and say anything. Cause I think he had MR, he had a thing this morning, right? He had a conference this morning, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Did he did the White House? But that's over already. They already did that. That's out the way. So I don't think it's nothing else to stand in the way at this point. So I mean, it may just continuously fade. It just may be a continuation fade on down. Now, could he say something tomorrow? It's a possibility. I mean, it's a possibility to say something tomorrow. But as of now, I don't think he's gonna say anything for right now. Not at this moment. But MR, if you hear anything, boss, I think he had a thing this morning. If I'm not mistaken, he had a press briefing at the White House not too long ago. I think I seen it on AP's. Let me go to it real quick. I think it was on AP on their outlet. I think he did that this morning, but that's out of the way. Let me just double check and clarify that. But I think that was the only thing he did. Cabinet meeting. That's what it was. Cabinet meeting. Yeah, right here. MR. Yeah, he had a cabinet meeting this morning. So that's already done. So that's out of the way. Let me see if CNBC said anything on it, or if they have any updates. Plus we gotta watch the audio. Let's check the audio real quick, guys. Audio. Where we at as far as the audio? Oh yeah, we back up with audio too. Audio's back up 94. Yeah, so audio, everything's back up right now. Everything's back up at this moment. Warns Iran negotiators to get serious. Trump says Iran let 10 oil ships straight through Hamas. Something I see. Federal Reserve urges judge to deny bid to revive drone power probes. Let me see subpoenas. Yeah, I don't see anything else though, guys. That's it. I don't see anything else. Oil's back up. Oil's back up to 94. So we need the oils to come back down. If oil continues to go up, the market gonna pull back. So oil is up. Yeah, actually, because oil and everything is back up. Oil prices, everything's shooting back up right now. And that's what I meant by done. I think that's why we're gonna have a continuation sell-off. Now I think SPY is gonna crack that 648, because like I said, the goal is for the sellers to go down towards that 644. Well, I think we're gonna get that continuation fade on down to our targeted areas. Tesla, we already know we need to crack 346, 376, 375 to go for that possible gap fill. So everything's still fading. Everything's still fading. I mean, the market is in the red right now. VIX is at a 9%. Next level up on VIX is going to be up towards that 28. So right now, VIX is in the lead. SPY's going down. So I think it's going to test that area first. It's going to test it first. So we may see a little bit of like an interaction around it, because that is Friday's low. And I think from that, then you got that Monday's low. But now, I ain't gonna lie, what I think may happen after we hit those levels, I think the buyers may seize that as a buying opportunity, because we'll be in an oversold position. So I think buyers are gonna utilize those areas as we come down to it. So I think they're gonna try to utilize these two areas as we come through, but they're gonna try to use this like almost like a buy zone. So I think that's what they may do done. I think they're gonna try to utilize this little area right here as a buy zone as we pull into it. Because, I mean, that's going to put us in an oversold position. So I think they're going to do that coming up. Because that would be a possible buying opportunity. Because you will be oversold in the oversold area. And that is the lowest areas from last week and this week. So, yeah, as we pull back down, I think the buyer's going to try to at least try to move somewhere in this area. Try to, like, utilize this little zone to try to push back up. Because, are we getting closer and closer towards over? Yeah, because look at the RSI right now, too, Done. Look. We're getting closer and closer towards the oversold. We're going right into the oversold. So they may seize this as a buying opportunity. As we pull back down, look at this, still pulling. So I think they may try to utilize that as a buying opportunity coming up soon. Between 44 and 41. Yeah, so I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to utilize Friday's lows and Monday's lows to try to utilize that. Because, I mean, your strongest bounce was 41. And your secondary strongest bounce was at 44. So I think the buyers are going to try to utilize these two for a buying opportunity coming. I think that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to start to like buy in somewhere in here and then try to push their way back up. Because like I said, based off the RSI, you are coming slowly into that oversold position. So I mean, like I said, shorts, you still got room to pull back down. But be careful as you get towards Friday's lows and Monday's lows, where buyers may try to step in and try to seize that as a buying opportunity and a bargaining opportunity, because you will be closing that cup. So, you know, they may pull down, and then try to reverse it. So, like something like this, Done. Kind of like this, boss. Kind of like this is what I see if they're going to initiate on it. Something like this where we'll just, let me change the color of my pen real quick. Where they may sell first. Sell on down. Down, kind of like right in this area. And I think buyers are going to try to then step in and utilize a buying opportunity, possibly, to kind of do this. Kind of start to buy their way back up. Almost like this, back this way. I think that's what they may try to do. They're going to try to seize this as a bargaining opportunity to buy in after the sell-off. So I think that's what they may try to do. Just a guess, because I mean right now we're still pulling. So look what it's doing. It look like that's what the game plan is. I mean, you got all red candles, even on the hourly time frame. It's all red. So we know sooner or later we're gonna see a possible red to green move coming. Because if you think about it, it's just been all red candles straight down. Without no green involved, it's just going down. So they could be setting up pulling to a targeted area, where they could be setting up for a reversal in due time to see a possible red to green coming. So that's what I think. So that's what I think. I think those buyers are going to try to maintain some type of demand zone or some type of buying opportunity if we do get that flush all the way back down. But MR, if you hear anything, boss, please let us know. Yeah, because that was the only thing I got from this morning was the cabinet meeting. That was it. But I don't see anything else. Yeah, I don't see anything else, boss. But please keep us updated. Appreciate you. Yeah, right time. What time we got right now? It's still 1 o'clock. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much, GOAT. Appreciate you. So I just think, so what I think so far done, I just think we're going to get a further fade. I think this bad boy gonna fade until like a demand zone, and then we may see a possible reversal in due time. I think so. Yeah, I'm still watching Tesla too, cause I just got here. I haven't even bought in yet. I haven't got into anything. I'm just still watching the setup. Still watching the setup as we just continuously fading right now. Cause like I said, if you're on the short side, I mean, guys, you're still looking good. I mean, the next key level you want to crack is 648, and then on down to 646, down into the 644. So, I mean, you just want to get that further fade on down. You just want that continuation sell-off to occur. Because the way that they doing this, especially in going into the second half of the market, it just looked like we may not have enough time to buy, like, spike right back up in time. They may try to utilize, they may try to utilize post-market and pre-market going into tomorrow. Because I don't think they're going to have enough time to buy back up that fast. For the second half of the market, I don't think they're going to have enough time to do that. Because this thing is still fading. Because it's going to have to form like some type of pattern. And it's going to take time to do that. Because the first half and going into the second half has just been a straight fade. And it's going to take time for them to build back up. It's going to take some time. So that's why I think they're going to fade. But then going into post-market and pre-market, they may try to find like a way to build back up between post-market and pre-market. I think that's what they may try to do. Because if you put everything together, it's going. I mean, even with this, they're going to take some time for buyers to step in and then push it back up. I mean, again, and as MR was saying, unless Trump come in and say something, then yeah, we can expect a spike. But we went through everything. I don't think he's going to say anything at this moment. So I think it's just going to continuously fade. Yeah, that's what I think. I just think it's going to fade until he says something. Like, I mean, he may say something tomorrow. He may say something tomorrow. I mean, it's a possibility. You know, being on a Friday, and then you got to think about it, his mindset too, because we already closing out with another bearish, damn near bearish week. I mean, he may say something to, you know, to kind of turn the market Friday as next week sets up. You know, I mean, he may. But right now, I mean, it's just a straight fade. I mean, like I said, if you're in on the short side, I mean, just ride that bad boy on down. Because, do we have an inverted cup and handle forming. So, right now, this bad boy is bearish. It's still bearish. Because I don't see no U-shape. I don't see no build-up yet. No nothing to even help this damn thing. I'm trying to look through every time frame I can to see. See, I mean, even if you create an uptrend, it's still not gonna help. It's too heavy. It's too much selling. I mean, the only thing that we can rely on is these levels here coming up. That's it. Psychological levels. When you've seen bounces already occur before. That's the only thing, guys, I can say. Because you seen last time we fell from what, 650, 680? Last Friday, we came on down. We had a strong bounce at 644. Then we pushed our way right back up to where? 650, 680. Post market, we couldn't hold, and that's where we had that gap on down. We broke through down to 641, and then we had that strong push. So I think it's just gonna take back all his gains. So for right now, so I think it's just gonna further flush. So longs, I mean, my thing is you might as well just have the sellers have it for right now. Let the sellers have it. There's no point until we get confirmation, guys. I'm talking about longs. To me, they're gonna be setting up bull traps. Ain't no point in trying to catch a falling knife right now. Don't do it. I mean, even on your 1 hour time frame, it's all red, red, red. There's no green candles yet. There's no transition, no reversals just yet. Not yet. There's no point of fighting it. Now, if they were to get back on top of this 649.45, then we can see, some buying pressure stepping back in, pushing that candle back on top of here. Then that may, we could possibly see something. But right now, we're still underneath it. So right now, I mean, just no go yet. Not yet. So longs, just be patient. Just wait on the setup. Let the seller take it to an oversold area where we can see a buying opportunity, where more buyers will step in. So 2 different ways so far from what I see this can go. We can get that continuation down towards 44, 41, or buyers can, in somehow, some way, start to buy back in, push the body of that candle back on top of this level, 649.45, and then we can start to see red to green. But Right now, it's still weak. I mean, like I said, guys, just wait on confirmation on the long side. Just wait on confirmation. Wait for buyers to step in, get back above certain key levels, especially 650, because you want to get back above the $half mark, and so forth. So, just let them have it. Let them pull. Just be patient. You know, wait for those opportunities. Tesla, I'm watching that. I see a certain level that they're trying to hold on the. I think it's my 15-minute time frame. What is that? 376.50 on Tesla. Right here, they're trying to hold this bottom. So I see this little area they're trying to hold. But if we do crack, we will go down into this little range here where we will go for that gap fill. So that's why I want to see if they're going to go for that first. For a gap fill and then for a possible bounce. But I'm going to keep everything on watch on, even on Tesla side, guys. I'm watching Tesla too. Because I'm watching these. See where we had the strong bounce? Right around 376. And then back on up. See right here, they're trying to hold that same exact bottom. But if you notice from yesterday's setup going into today, is a downtrend. From these overall tops, right around the 394s, all the way back down towards the 376. So it's like a straight downtrend, straight drop down. So I'm just watching these bottoms on Tesla, because I want to see us build our way back up to 380. So I'm watching both. I'm watching SPY and I'm watching Tesla at the same time to see what's gonna take place. Like I said, SPY guys, watch that level that we just talked about to see if buyers could step in. You want to see if they're gonna hold this level. You want to see buying pressure step in on this candle. You want to see a huge lower shadow. Buy that candle get right back on top of this 49, 45 to 50, because that lets you know they're trying to hold this level here versus allowing the sellers to pull it back down this way. So just keep everything on watch. Just wait for everything to set up. Wait for everything to set up. So far, even with SPY, from Wednesdays into today, been downtrending. MR, what you think, boss? What you think, boss? I mean, you think we're gonna get a further fade on down, or you think we're gonna find some type of bouncing in due time? What you think, MR? I mean, I could see further fade. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just watching this level right here, done. Right here. To see if buyers will step in and push that body back on up. Because I want to see if they're going to try to hold this floor here. Or we're just going to continue on down. Coming up at start, coming up at closing. Okay, got you. So do you think we're going to buy back up like right above this level here, right around this 449, 450 level? Or do you think we're going to get just that further flush down towards that 44? What you think? And the reason why I'm saying 44 MR and 41, because that was last Friday's lows right here. And we go back a little bit. When we got that flush on down, we had that strong bounce on last Friday towards the end of the market, where we got that push right back up towards 650, 680. And then you have this other area Monday where we bounced off of 641, and then we got that huge blast back to the upside. So that's why I'm thinking that if we get a further flush, they could utilize those two bottoms here and here, if we continuously fade. So definitely gonna keep it on watch, guys, because something gonna take. But I still see an inverted cup overall. I just still see an inverted cup. I mean, I just see that where sellers could go for the bigger cup on down. Once you crack 648. I mean, that just pretty much, because you know what the sellers are trying to do. They're trying to crack that 648. They're slowly trying to go for that break, like right here. They're trying to slowly crack 648 down into the 646. And you know, if we do that, it's getting closer and closer towards that price point, towards Friday's lows. So that's why I'm just keeping everything on watch to see what they're going to do. So I'm definitely watching 648s all the way back down here just to see what these bad boys going to do. So all about, like I said, guys, just be patient, let the market and let everything set up. We know the price points that we need. But right now, as of now, we know that we underneath 650. Sellers can utilize now 650, even if buyers bounce back on up, where they can block them at 650 and then yank them right back on down. I mean, they tried to do it already, even on the 5-minute time frame. Right here. See, they tried to bounce back on up, and where did those sellers come in at? Right around 650. Blocked them. Right back on down. So they just slowly pushing them down, slowly pushing them down. So that's what I'm telling longs. Just be careful right now, because that bad boy's still downtrending. Still downtrending. Because I'm waiting for it, because, I mean, now, me personally, right now, I'm not going to really chase the shorts anymore too much, because I do see that we're more in a buying opportunity or, buying position than a short right now. So that's why I'm just trying to see where these bottoms are located. So I got both contracts on my Tesla. I got my longs and my puts, but we're more so in the buying area versus the selling area. I mean, you got a little bit more room, but you got a lot more room to go back up too. So SPYs is gonna be slow downtrend, just slow downtrend. See, keep it on watch. See, every time you go up, guys, sellers come in, get rejected, right back on down. Buyers try to go back on up, sellers come in, right back down. Now you didn't gap down underneath 48.57. See, every time you go up, you may get by probably 2 candles, green candles, and then you get a flush. See that one? 1, 2, flush. 1, flush. 1, 2, flush. But if you notice, guys, it's just still downtrending. All they doing. Longs, what you have to understand on that setup, all they're doing is setting up bull traps. They allow you to go back up where they can have a better opportunity to enter on a put and then go right back on down. Same thing here. They waited for the buyers to go back on up, set up a nice opportunity for them to go back in, flush. That's all they did. But it's still downtrending. Regardless, still downtrending. Oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I mean that's why I'm just letting it just take place, boss. That's why I'm not gonna jump in just yet until we get to these key areas that I see a buying opportunity. Because I mean, like I said, SPY, we already know what that strong key area is. Fridays lows and Mondays lows. I mean, we're not too far from going to it. We still got a little bit of a little pull till we start to enter right into that 644. It's slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. So, this is where your confirmation is going to come in, longs. So, as we enter into this area, this is where you want to watch to see if those buys are going to come in aggressive. If you're going to see a lot of buy momentum come in. So, watch in between 44 and 41. Because I think that's the target, to pull back here and then swap over to buying for those buys to step in. So, let me see. So, that means that VIX needs to, as we run up towards 28.28. See, I'm trying to map it out, because I know 2028 is gonna be a top on VIX. But where's the BP? What's up, boss? BP. Shout out to my GOAT. Shout out to MR. Shout out to Dunn. Shout out to BP, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to Austin. Shout out to all my GOATs, man. Shout out to all the GOATs, all the legends. Is that a gap? Wait, hold up. Wait. Is that a gap fill? No, that ain't gap fill. I was about to say. That's just a huge engulfing red candle on VIX. I was just about to say, nah, that's not a gap fill. So I'm just trying to pinpoint these tops, how far VIX can push, and how far SPY could pull. 15 earlier of sold puts. Let's see. Do you think we will go below? You must be talking about SPX. You must be on SPX. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Last time we checked out when where's my price points at? Didn't I have a little thing set up for this when we talked about it? Could have sworn I had price points set on this. Or a line set up on this last time. God dang it. Alright. 65. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, let me see what the bottoms is, or we had a bounce on this bad boy. All the way down this way. Let's see, what was those lows at? Lows were located at around 64.73. 64.73.52. That's where your bottoms is on that bad boy. Where your lows is. I mean, there's a possibility it could hit that level. Because, I mean, look, SPY is aiming for that 44. So, I mean, there's a possibility VIX could come, SPX could come all the way down to his lows, too. Let's see. Where we at right now? Yep. Look right here. BP. Look. You're not too far from going to those lows. Look right here. All you're doing is making a big old inverted cut back down to these bottoms. Right back down. So there you have. If you crack that 65, I mean, you could come right down to these bottoms right here. And SPY's doing the same exact thing. Could come down to this lows in due time. In due time. So, question is, how all those buyers are going to react on these levels? That's the question. What was it? 43. All right, let's see. 73, right? 73.52 bottoms. I'm gonna put my alert on that one for the belows, just in case it cracks. But that's gonna be a targeted area. Right here, boss. That's gonna be a targeted area from 65 level down to these lows. And SPY is still going. And we are underneath 48. So how many more we got left? 48. $4 more to pull. Because once we get to 46, then $2, and then. So that's what I'm thinking. They're going to go for this. They're going to try to feed the rest of this down. I think they're going to try to feed the rest of this all the way down. They're going to feed the rest of it. Same thing with SPX. I think they're going to feed the rest of this down toward these lows. So let's see. But I told y'all it was an inverted cup since yesterday. I told y'all it was an inverted cup. So let me see. VIX about to test at 28.28. And how high did we go above that price point? What was the highs after that? That was all the way up to a damn near 30 to 31. That was your next highs. So watch this 28 level, guys, as we about to hit 28 on VIX. So if VIX breaks through 28 on up, SPY's about to drop. I'm telling you right now. If VIX breaks 28.28 up, I'm telling you right now, SPY's about to aim for that 44. 46 to 44. So watch to see if VIX is going to break out in order for SPY to continue on down. So watch this level as we pulling up to it. Let's see if we're going to break out 28.28 up. So VIX breaks through. SPY's going to pull back down. So keep that on watch. So let's see what's about to happen as we slowly approaching. Let me make sure that price point is accurate. 28.28 it should be. Because didn't we hit this level before? Yep, got rejected. Yep, 28.28 and then pull back on down. So it should be like a little accurate level. Let's see what's going to happen. But if they break through, VIX may be aiming for that 30. Oh yeah, if they break through 28.28, oh they 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be aiming for that $30 spot. They're gonna be aiming for 30. So as we going up, I'm watching SPY's level going that way. And look at SPY. SPY still look like it want to fill this little spot on down. SPY still look like it want to go for that 44. I'm still saying that we're gonna get this drop because that'll be your next levels. 44, 41. So like I said, if you ain't on the put side, it's gonna be a slow pull until we get more sellers to come in and go for an aggressive yank. Just ride it. It's just a slow, steady pullback. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Because you are underneath 48. Because now you're in the range of 48, 46. So we already know that's next. 46. Oop, it look like it's starting to ramp up. Let's see. Keep it on watch, guys. Let's see if those sellers are going to start to come in a little aggressive. I want to see. We're going to get that next candle pulling back down this way towards the 46s. Let's see. You already got. We're gonna count to number 3. I want to count to number 3 to be pulling back down towards the the area. Okay, the area I want to see pull. I want us to see us close on that third red candle is underneath 47.50. 47.50. So on this red candle, I want this bad boy to close. That's just to let us know that we can get that continuation sell off. So I want that bad boy to crack this level right here, right around 47.50. I want that candle to close underneath it. I want it to close right underneath that price point. So that means more pullback is coming. Right here. I want that bad boy to crack through. I want it to crack through 47.50. Right where it's bouncing. I'm keeping everything on watch, guys. Keeping everything on watch. Alright, got an alert set for you, BP for SPX. We're right down to that 65 level. Like I said, we do crack. I mean, your lows is all the way back down towards that 647. Let me see what Tesla doing. Are we still holding? Oh no, we cracked it. We cracked that 40. Ooh, so that still look like we may fall on Tesla then. See, Tesla's right at that 40. Wait, why is my numbers different? Wait, one is different. Why do I got one set up differently from? No wonder. I see what I did. See exactly what I did on that. I got to set on the 1 hour time frame. That's why. No wonder. No wonder I had a different. That makes sense. And that gap fill is all the way back down this way. So that means from 46, I mean, you gonna have to go for a big, humongous drop this way to fill this little area all the way on down. It's getting close to it too. Oh, there goes SPY, guys. Told you. Aha. Let's see. Let's see. Can we get that 47.50 crack? 47.50 crack. 47.50 crack. Can we get on down? Once we crack, I need 47.50. Down to 47, because again, the goal is going to the 46s. From the 46s right down to these areas, our target areas is 44. So crack this bad. We just want that continuation sell. Continuation sell off. Continuation sell off. Let's go. Let's go. There you 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 go, guys. There you go. Still pulling. Still pulling. Still pulling. I told you guys to just be patient. Just be patient. Just let it take place. Just slow and steady. Slow and steady. Now, could we get some volatility at 2 o'clock? I mean, we could. Possibility. Could see some 2 o'clock volume coming in. Just keep it on watch. Still pulling, guys. Still pulling. Still pulling. Still pulling. Still pulling. Want to go down to the 46s because we're getting closer and closer towards those targets. MR, I told you, boss. We may get that gap fill. We may get that gap fill down. We may get it. We may get closer to those 44 towards those Friday lows. Now the question is, the auto buy is going to take advantage of it. 44, 41s. Getting closer and closer, slowly. Like I said, if you're on the short side, I mean, just enjoy the ride right now. It's gonna be slow and steady. Still enjoy the ride. We got VIX testing 28.28. Again, if we get that break above 20.28 on up, more dropping on SPY. So it look like 2028 VIX's top is going to be equivalent to right around this 47.50 on SPY. So let's see. We almost there. We already got Tesla back down to 375 on that one. Next key level on down is going to be around that 72.50 on Tesla. So once you crack 75 for my my Tesla traders, next level on down from 75 is going to be down, possibly down towards 72.50. Still fading too. So 75 on down. So another $2.50 drop. So Tesla, watch 75 shorts, crack that level for that next level on down towards 72.50. And that bad boy is still coasting. Slow and steady. Still slow and steady. They all just got these little slow and steady climbs. I mean, well, moves on down. So, like I said, shorts, you want to stay underneath 47.50 because we want to continuously fade because we want to get back. We want to get down to the 46s. We want to get as close. So, man, we getting there. Just the volatility just a little slow. Just the volume just a little slow. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there, guys. We getting there. We getting there. So now we want to take our 47s down to the 46s. It's getting there. It's getting there. Slowly, 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 slowly. Just slow and steady. Like I said, we making some volume coming in there too. Making some 2 o'clock volume. And don't forget, we already know we're gonna have power hour volume coming in. So if 2 o'clock comes in, could we just continue for another hour? Could we get a damn near another hour pullback? I know it sounds long. I know it just sounds like it's far away as crap. I know. Got about 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes to 2 o'clock. 7 minutes till 2. 7 minutes till 2. We're going to see what type of volume was going to step in at 2 o'clock. Because especially if we close underneath 47.50 at 2. I mean, that's 2 o'clock volume is going to be welcome right at 47.50 resistance, as that should lead to the next leg down. Because you're still pulling. Right damn near out of the 47s. Down damn near almost close to the 46. We almost there. Still fading, still fading. As 2 o'clock is about to approach. We may pull all the way back down to 46 by the time 2 o'clock hit. We can get this further pullback. Let's go. We could fall right into the 46 as 2 o'clock is coming. Because you only got about 6 minutes left. And this one is about to close out. And then you got Tesla, guys, right underneath 375. So that's good on the short end. Stay underneath 375. With a possible continuation pull down to 372. Because I see a lot of room Tesla can fall, guys. Like a lot of freaking room that bad boy can still fall down to. A lot of room this there. That bad boy can still fall. So I'm just telling you guys, be mindful of that. That's still, it still got a lot of room to drop. SPY still got a lot of room to drop. So, I mean, and what I'm thinking done and BP, I'm thinking that's what their game plan may be for today. You know, like drop as low as they can and start to get that liquidity grab going into tomorrow. Like get all those bottoms going into Friday and may go for a short squeeze. I mean, that could be the game plan. But they could just, you know, go ahead and sell this off. Let this be a red day today. Get all these low areas going into tomorrow where they can see some type of squeeze going back up. Because, I mean, that would be a good, strong buying opportunity, you know, where buyers could seize, you know, the 41s, 44s and try to push their way back up. Same thing with Tesla. I mean, it's going, still got a lot of room to still pull. I mean, from where I see that gap fill, Tesla can still fall down to the 370s. Down to like in the 360s. So just saying, I think Tesla still got some room to still fall damn near down into the 360. 5 minutes, guys, till 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Man, we could get into like the 646 by 2. Wouldn't be bad. I mean, we're almost there. A few cents away. We're almost into the 40. Here we go. Almost. There we go. 46. $2 away from that target. $2 away from the target, guys. We're almost down to that 44.72. That's Friday's lows. Slowly creeping. Slowly there. Slowly there. We almost there. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Slowly. Let's just see what type of volume coming in at too. 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. All right, we want to crack 47. Now into the 46s. 46.50. So we're gonna make another one. As it just slowly going down. So we know we know that 46.50 is next. So we know that's gonna be next. It's gonna possibly pull down too. That's gonna be next. Right where we at, right there. Right there. Slowly. 46.50. Slowly pulling. Still making progress though. Cause you are in the 46s. You are in the 46s right now. Just slowly pulling. So like I told you, puts, enjoy the ride. Because it may be trying to go to those targeted areas at the bottom. Friday's lows and Monday's lows. It's just a slow, steady climb. Again, we may see a little bit more volatility there too. We may get a little bit more push. More pull. We'll see. Got about 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. And look at VIX. Watch that 28.28. Like I said, if VIX breaks out, 28.28 up, more pullbacks coming on SPY, where it could go for even a harder yank. If VIX breaks out, SPY's pulling back down. So I'm telling you right now, gear up for it. 2 o'clock is about to hit in 3 minutes. So let's see what's about to happen. We may see something. May see a little bit of volatility coming in soon. A little bit of volatility, guys. So gear up. I'm expecting some more pullback coming. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a breakout above 28.28 on VIX. And I'm expecting more of a pullback on SPY. Back down into the 46. That's what I'm expecting to see for 2 o'clock. Let's see. I'm expecting more pullback right down to the Friday's lows and Monday's lows. Slowly getting there. Let's see how we're going to pan out. What time it is right now? Okay, we still got about a minute and a half. So 46, I want to see it down towards 46.50. 46.50. About 30 cents away. Come on. 46.50. So that means that by 2 o'clock, you're going to be hitting right around this price point. In about a minute and a half, almost a minute and a half. So let's see, can we get this further flush before 2 o'clock hit down towards 46.50. Got almost a minute and a half. Let's see, can we get this further flush, further pull off this candle down to 46.50. Bam. Ooh, caught it. Ooh, that was lovely. Lovely, lovely. Now, what we don't want to see happen, we don't want them to hold at 46.50. We want to crack it, which I know is going to be a little bit tough. Let's see, can we stay underneath 46.50 within this minute? Because we just want that continuation flush. We don't want them to stop us. See, buyers are trying to get a bounce at 46.50 right before 2 o'clock. Got 30 seconds. See how they trying to hold. Let's stay on. Let's see. Can we close underneath it? We want to stay underneath it because we don't want to give 2 o'clock no little leverage to start off with, support, possible support. So 20 seconds. Where we at? Still holding above 46.50. So they may try to utilize 46.50 for a quick little bounce, if for 2 o'clock volume. Let's see. In about 5 seconds, guys. In a matter of 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. New candle. 2 o'clock volume. Let's see where we're going. 2 o'clock volume. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Let's see. Let's see. Make it a little bounce up and then a possible reversal back down. Let's see. They may try to bounce it real quick and then reverse. I think that's what they may try to do. Then they may try to bounce it real quick and then it's gonna hit a little area. Then it's gonna pull back. I think that's the game plan. Should be the game plan. Little bounce, create a bull trap, and then pull again. I think that is the game plan. Yep. So it look like bounce, trap, pull. There go your 2 o'clock volume as we stated. So they may be setting up for a harder pullback coming. Alright, just watch this little range real quick. Watch this little range. In between 46.50, 47.50. The main thing, you want to keep them underneath 47.50 and then start to pull them back down. So what we want to see is a green and red move. So after we get these pushed back up, we want to hold them underneath and then pull them back down. Want to create another bull trap. Want to trap them again. Let them run it up. Stall them out right here. Start to change the candles, green and red, and then flip it right back to the downside. So let's see. That's candle number 1. Night was turning my turning point. Let's see. On SPX, right? Let me see. Oops. Where did I have that level at, right? I had it at what? Okay. Still looks downtrendish. Still looks downtrendish a little bit. It may be a bull trap setting up. Maybe a bull trap. So just keep it on watch, BP. Because I mean, you're still in a downtrend position. So you already know every time they bounce, they trap buyers. Every time they bounce, they trap buyers. Every time they bounce, trap buyers, trap buyers. So you get the gist of it. Just kind of like what they're trying to do right now. So I mean, right now it's just a little bit of a 2 o'clock push. As I told you guys, we could see a little bit of volume at 2 o'clock. So there go your 2 o'clock push. But the question is, will they hold? That's the question. Will they get trapped and then reverse? So here we go. Pushed up. That's why I told you guys, watch this range on SPY from 46.50, 47.50. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. I mean, even if they do break through, as long as you keep them underneath 48. Even if they try to break through 47.50 up, just make sure the sellers keep buyers underneath 48. But I would preferably if they keep them underneath 47.50. Because I don't want to, I want to get as close towards that target area as possible. I mean, like I said, they could run back up towards 48, but I would prefer 47.50 because that's more closer towards that targeted area that we are anticipating. Yeah, that's all it is. It's like a little 2 o'clock volume push, but like I said, question is, will they hold it? That's all it is. Just to see if they're going to hold that bad boy. So watching between 47.50 guys to 48. If you're on the short side, stay underneath these two specific areas, and we want to get them back underneath 46.50 because we want to continue on down. So we want to go for the next leg down. So you already got one leg here, right? After you bounce back on up, you want to catch them. You want to catch those buys right into consolidation, and then go for the next leg down. So this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see if everything goes according to plan. Oops, let me change this white right here. My fault. Let me change this back to white. All right, so after this first pullback, right, you get a little bounce, trapping right into consolidation, and then go for the next leg this way. That's what we want to see. So we want to see leg number 2. You already got one here, consolidation, and then that continuation. That's what we want to see. That's the game plan. Because again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters in a row already. That's already created the first leg right here. Now we want to work on the second leg that way. So in other words, we want to do like a measure move. Matter of fact, let's see. So if we do a measure move, that should be accurate. If we take this here, make a duplicate copy underneath. Yeah, that should put us right into the 44s. Yeah, for the next leg down. All I did was just measure these candles here, red candles, and then measured it underneath. So that should be about right. That should be about 44. So after consolidation, that measure move would measure out this way towards 44. Be about right. Yeah. Yep. That'd be about right. So just watch to see. Again, create a bull trap them. My pans are, in a good way. Really done. Oh man, I was about to say, dude, like what the hell? Done. I'm like, what is going on? So watch this. Like I said, watch this. Just watch this little range. Watch this little range. Because again, the thing that we want to work on next is the second leg down.
Jother has donated $1.99 and says thank you for your donation.
Man, Nadia, thank you so much, my beautiful queen. Appreciate you, queen.
$1.99.
Shout out to my queen. Thank you so much for the dono. Appreciate you, queen. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'll give you a shout out real quick, and everybody who joined me today. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. You already know. W to the team as usual. Shout out to my mods. And also, shout out to the beautiful Nadia for the dono, queen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, queen. Thank you. I appreciate you. I told you anything for y'all. You know I got you. You know I got you. So, yeah, I mean, all we've been right now, queen, is on the downtrend right now. And like I said, and because we're coming out of that inverted cup and handle pattern. So, it's still showing weakness where I think we still have a targeted area back down towards 44.72 and that 41 because that's last Friday's lows. And that's Monday's lows. So, and again, I'm thinking about it from a psychological standpoint. Like, because again, that's where we had the strongest bounce, right? So, if buyers sees that opportunity before, they could seize those opportunity again. So, if we pull back down towards 44, 41, they could utilize this for buying opportunity to start to stack their way back up to the upside. So, it's just a slow, steady climb. I came in late, made a few dollars. You were right the whole time. About what, queen? Oh, with that inverted, I told y'all. That inverted cup, huh? That and queen. Now, we're just talking about that. I know you got in late. X Nadia and I'm not Nadia. X Ingrid and them. I just brought it up not too long ago. I warned everybody yesterday in my last live stream. I said, guys, we could see an inverted cup, and lo and behold, what did we get? Inverted cup. I warned everybody since yesterday. I drew it even before the market kicked off. I got it right here. I brought it up. Look, you can see it. Look. Right there, queen, look. Some upper shadows. We still ain't got that 6-6. Let me turn my music off. Let me move it over a little bit. Yeah, right here, look. Cracking this trend line, then we definitely start to focus on the reversal back down, kind of creating the cup. See? Yesterday, queen, before the market started. Now that I'm looking at it, could this area start to top out, almost creating like an inverted cup? Yesterday, queen. Idea, where you have these bottoms and go up and start to cup like right around this area for a possible move back down towards these bottoms. And when we hit, queen, when did we hit? Remember, I called that out ahead of time before it even happened. Right back down this way. If I'm saying, if we can, as long as we stay underneath that 661.15, I'm saying, we'll start to top out. Kind of like right here on Monday, going right across the board. We start to top out. Queen. Right that's crazy, Nadia. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. And then, like I said, we did it. I mean, we actually did it. We filled the cup. Right where I drew my green line at. Look at this. Bam. Inverted cup. And now I'm warning everybody about that second cup that could have. Ooh, I see a bear flag. Ooh. Guys, I see a bear flag, a possible bear flag. So we need to fall. Yeah, basically back underneath 46.50. So for that next leg down. So that means even on a 1 hour time frame, that'll be candle number 3 back down this way. So it should be aiming towards our targeted price points. Because 1 hour, right here, that look like a bear flag positioning itself right here, guys. So once we trap these buyers, we should start to reverse back down underneath that 46.50 because we want that red candle, even on the 1 hour, to flip down towards that 44. Towards 44. So that should be where we at right now. So there go the trap still commencing. So the trap is still commencing because we're still blocking the buyers underneath 47.50. Because again, we want to work on leg number 2. We want after leg number 1, consolidation, trap those buyers, and then go for that next leg down right into the 44s. So let's see, can we get it, Nadia? Let's see, can we get it, Queen? For the next leg down. Because again, that's going to be it could be utilized for a good buying opportunity. Because that's what I'm thinking that buyers are trying to do today, going into tomorrow, where I think they're going to pull back down to those targeted areas from Friday's lows, last Friday's lows, and this Monday's lows, where they're going to try to utilize that for a buying opportunity or a liquidity grab as tomorrow sets in, where they could try to push their way back up. So that's why I'm expecting them, if that's the game plan, for them to pull back down towards those areas. And again, why did I call these levels out? If you go back a little bit, Nadia, on the 1 hour, was it on this one or was it on my 1 hour? I think my 1 hour maybe. I think it was the 1 hour. Oh yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, right here, 1 hour. Last Friday, what did we pull down to and bounce? Right here, 644.72. And then we ran our way back up to where? For 56.80, right? 56.80. We remember how many times we calling out that price point. 56.80. Then we fell all the way back down towards 644.72. Then we had a deeper pullback down towards 641, which was Monday's bottoms. Then that's when Donald Trump announced about the negotiation. And then we got back above 644, and then we shot all the way up towards 660. So I'm looking at these particular areas where these buyers came in aggressive, which is 644.72, Friday's lows, and Monday's lows, 641. So as we pull on down, this is where I want to start to see like the liquidity grab, like right from these buyers, like right here, from these two particular levels. As we pull back down here and here. So if that's what they're doing, they're going to try to pull back this way, utilize this as a floor, and then try to reverse back. Are they doing what I think they're going to do? I'm talking about going into tomorrow. Are they doing what I think they're going to do? They may. I know everybody asking Jay, what the hell you talking about? I know the other one I called out, they were spot on. Okay, going into tomorrow. Jay, what are you thinking now? All right, let me see. If you already know, let me see. Let me put my thinking hat on this one. Okay, going into tomorrow. I'm gonna change the colors on this again. What I think they may do is utilize today for selling opportunities to sell, and then as they come down, I think the buyers are gonna try to reverse it tomorrow, because you are in the low areas in the buying opportunity. Where my color at? Where I think they're gonna try to utilize 41, 44 back up, where they're gonna create like a red to green move back to the upside. We'll see. Because you got all red candles where we can still fade on down, where we could see some. Because you are getting to an oversold area where buyers could start to seize an opportunity coming, where this could be setting up for a possible red to green move. Because you already got straight reds on the 1 hour time frame for this intraday. No green candles. If it's all red, they're going to a target area purposely. Because there's no consolidation today. It's just been, I'm talking about on the 1 hour time frame. It's just been red. Oh, did I put the music back on? My bad, guys. It's been red on down. So it looks like they're setting up for a massive red to green shift coming. Well, they're going to pull down to a demand zone, hold an area where they're going to try to reverse tomorrow. possibly. So it's look like what they may be trying to set up, do a big red to green move back up, like some type of pushback. So that's why I'm expecting them to fall back underneath 640, 650 and continue down towards 44 first. 44 first, and then your last one is gonna be at 41. So between these two areas that they're targeting, these two areas that they're targeting to probably set up for a possible switch. Yes, I'm thinking that's what they're doing, BP. I'm thinking they're gonna pull back down to a targeted area on like purposely, where they're gonna try to create a big bear trap. Exactly. So I'm thinking that's what they're gonna try to do is create a bear trap. They're gonna yank down here, but they're gonna hold. They're gonna like create like a range, and then go for a range breakout back up, where it's gonna create like a big U-shaped pattern. So I'm thinking that's what they're trying to do today going into tomorrow. I'm thinking that's what they're gonna try to do. Because the way this is setting up, it looked like that's what they're trying to do. So right now, that bull trap is commencing right now that we talked about, guys, at 47.50. We just do not want to see that next leg down into the zone. So from this 47.50, we want those sellers to now come in for the next leg down, which should start to put us into the lower 46s down into that 44. So this should be the second leg getting worked on, down. Because right here, you already got leg number one. Then a little consolidation, creating a bull trap. Trap those next set of buyers, and then yank them down that way, which will continue us towards that downtrend on down. Towards this area that I'm thinking that's gonna be that trap. It's gonna be that trap, like right in that area. I think that's where that bear trap is gonna be. So sellers, shorts, you still got room to still pull back down. But this may, again, it's this long shot. It's long shot. I'm just saying. This could be the possible bear trap going into tomorrow. Possibly. They like trying to lure those sellers right here. They're going to lure them right into a trap. It's like trying to lure flies into a certain trap. And they aiming for it too. They aiming right for that trap. So just be mindful of that. All I'm just saying, this may be a strong demand zone, aka a huge bear trap setting up going into tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. It's a possibility. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the areas that held up a strong. I mean, look at the trap before. Came down to these lows, 44, 74, 72. Then you got that spike back to the upside. But the bears had traps set up towards that 656. See, the longs trap the shorts, and the shorts trap the longs. So it was a back and forth. But focus on those bottoms where the buyers came in aggressive. 644.72 right here. 641, then back on up. So be mindful that we're going right in this little spot right here. A trap could be getting ready to fill. So let me fix. Oh no, I got it right then. Yeah, 44, 41. Yeah, I got it. They slowly trying to lure them by those bears right into that trap. Slowly. You can see it. You guys can see it with me. You see it right along with me. They luring them right into that trap. They luring them right into it. So let's just see how powerful this trap could be for a second time. So let's move it over a little bit just to confirm it. So let's take that same area and let's move it over when we did have the bounces. Let's just see how accurate that is. So we're gonna drag the trap over just to see. Yep, look. See, they lured them down, started trapping those shorts. That was your first batch of buyers who caught those 641s, and then you had that second batch of buyers who caught the 644s. And look at that explosion. What are y'all doing? What are y'all up to? What are y'all up to, market? What y'all up to? Y'all setting up something. Y'all setting up something going into tomorrow. What are y'all up to? We gonna figure y'all out. Us as a team, we gonna figure y'all. So let me move this trap down in. So let me bring it down even on the 1 hour time frame. So let me bring it down to those two specific areas. And there go your bear flag like it's about to commence, guys, as we talked about. So it look like that candle should be flipping down towards that trap. So let me move these down to those areas that we actually intend for them to pull them down to, which is right in that area. As they lure that next candle on down. And and something else y'all notice BP and Nadia and MR and all the rest of you guys, you notice how they waiting on this last, because how many candles we got left on this 1 hour time frame? To the top, the time was what, 2 o'clock going into, so this candle's gonna close out at 3. Then you're gonna have one more candle. So it look like they're gonna try to feed the rest of these candles on down. Right here is where they may trap them. Going into tomorrow, right back on up. It look like they just luring them. They luring them right into this trap where they may hold, consolidate, and then try to go for that move. I mean, because look what happened right here. So could we see? The question is, could we see a rinse and repeat? Could we be gearing up for? And then when did this happen? Well, this between Friday, Monday. So, I mean, we like I said, we obviously know what they're doing, but I'm trying to see on how how they're gonna set up Friday going into next Monday. We see how that one held out, how that one set up. So the question is, going into tomorrow, could they utilize this to create like an uptrend back up? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I know they're gonna use this area to push on Friday, possibly tomorrow. But then going into next week is what I'm trying to figure out. Because you see what happened from last week going into this week. Friday came on down, then Monday bounced on up. So we did like a huge pullback bounce that led to the consolidation of this week. But ending this Friday, going into next week. Well, I guess, I'll put it like this. We know where the bottoms is. I guess it all depends on how we're going to close out Friday. I guess that's what I mean. So we're going to focus on that because we don't know how we're going to close out tomorrow. We know where the bottoms, could possibly be going up, but we just got to see on how we're going to close out Friday. How far we're going to push up. That's going to be the $1 million question. How far we're going to push up after this. And look, another red candle on down. What I told you. All reds. All red candles. They setting up for a possible big red to green move. So this should be another red candle. Entering right into that trap. What time it is right now? So I wonder after this candle pulls and then power hour steps in is where we're going to start to see that red to green move. Because I think this is going to be the last candle they're going to feed right into that trap. And then I wonder at like 3 o'clock when power hour steps in. Because remember, these are 1 hour candles. So we still got about, 40 minutes till this candle closes. So I want to see if they're going to feed the rest of this one before it closes. If they're gonna feed the rest of this one, see if they was. I'm trying to read them. I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to do. Cause if I was them, what I would do personally, if I was them, I would yank on down, fake out, crack down, but buy back up, create a huge upper shadow. Lower shadow. Close out as that 3 o'clock candle comes in for power hour, because that's going to create an upper shadow here. I wonder if this I'm not trying to speak too soon. I wonder if that's what they're trying to do. Let me draw it out of what I mean, guys. Since we in this 1 hour candle. So, okay, get this candle to yank down, right? Get this candle to yank. I'm trying to figure out what color I want to use. I'm gonna use white. No, funk it. I'm going to use green. All right, so get the rest of this candle to pull down. But then get them to start to buy back up. Close out right in time. And then start to move back that way, if that makes sense. So allow this one to pull, but fake. Almost like it wants to. Oh, okay. Think about the chart upside down. Almost like a fake out breakout, right? So, okay. Imagine the chart flipped upside down. So imagine these being your tops on the put side, right? So imagine you hitting this, but instead of breaking out, it's like a double top. But this will be a double bottom because you already got a bottom right here, and this will create a what? Double bottom. So for those still don't know what the hell I'm talking about, let me flip the chart upside down to show you. That price point would be 641, right? So I'm gonna flip it to a put standpoint. So that 641 on the put point should be a double top upside down. So if we look at it from a put standpoint, that should be a double top, but a double bottom on the call side. Am I calling me? Oh God, my mama calling. God dog it. I'm gonna call it back. I'll call it back. Here we go, this calling crap again. I'm gonna call you, mama. Hold on. I'll call you back. So on the put side, see, you'll have like a double top on the put side, but you'll have a double bottom on the call side. See, as you run back on up, you'll be running right into a brick wall on the put side because you'll be double topping. See what now you catching on what I'm saying? So that's why I want to see if they're gonna go for that further fade. Cause you see how you got all consecutive green candles on the put side going up? Normally when you see consecutive green candles in a row, you know what that indicates. A possible what? Green or red. Now if we flip it back to normal on the call side, because we all coming back down in red, 9 times out of 10 what we're gonna see? Red to green. So what time it is? I know we still got about some time. I want to see if they're gonna go for that continuation push or pull. So that means on the put side, you're going to be running right into that brick wall of 641, double topping, which on the call side should be double bottoming. So let's go back to normal. See what I mean? See? So come on, I want to see that I want to see them go for this further pull, go right into that trap because I think that's what they're trying to do. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let's see if they're gonna go through with that, but I do see it. Oh, that's already. I mean, we already did the inverse. Hell, how we did the first inverse was this morning. I called that out. We fell all the way back down to that green trend line. Remember I talked about that yesterday? And then this is the bigger cup down here. But after this bigger cup closes, you gotta keep in mind this possible double bottom that could occur after the sell-off. Because now buyers may step in because you are getting oversold. And you gotta think about it. And then tomorrow's Friday, where buyers could try to go for a possible reversal, short squeeze, and a nice red to green. So Thursday might end up in red, but Friday might end up in green, where you'll see a nice red to green reversal off of that possible double bottom. So that's what I'm anticipating to see if they're going to get that last red candle down. They may use 3 o'clock. I mean, as long as it's all red though. If this one doesn't catch, if it doesn't close or get to it yet, I mean, they may use 3 o'clock candle to pull all the way back down. They're going to use one of these candles to pull right into that territory. I'm telling you. If it ain't this one, 9 times out of 10, they're going to may use 3 o'clock candle to pull. Because, I mean, you do have a bear flag setup still to go for that next leg down. So whether it's not going to be this one and it'll be that next one where 3 o'clock candle could continue pulling back down and then possibly reverse. So if this one doesn't catch it or pull back, this 2 o'clock candle, they may use the 3 o'clock candle. So let's see. I would prefer them use just 2 o'clock candle just to keep going. I would prefer them use 2 o'clock, but we'll see. Because they may utilize this one to hold, and then the next one that come in may be the next leg down. It's going to be one of the two. Because this one may just be the little doji-like candle that could just hold, but that's going to be the little flag on that bear flag. And then that next one is going to continue from right here. Should continue on here on down to that 44, 41. But one of those candles is going to do it. It's either going to be this one or that 3 o'clock candle. One of the two. Because again, we know what the target is, where they're trying to go. We know where they're trying to go. We know they're trying to pull right into that zone. We know this. And you're not too far from it. I mean, think about it. If I'm lying, look how we're getting closer and closer to it. Look how we just inches away from pulling right into that zone. And look. Keep it a watch. See what I mean? Patience, baby. Be patient. Let's see. I would prefer this one, though. I would prefer this 2 o'clock candle to do it. And then use the 3 o'clock candle to reverse. I mean, any which way. But I would prefer that all the candles stay together. Because I don't want no green involved. I want all red. Because that'll be good as we reverse back up. That'll be a good thing. Because you got to think about it. Whenever you have green in between like consecutive movements, you got to think about it. Whenever a green gets involved or a red candle, like say for example, the way we're setting it right now. Whenever we have a green candle that interferes That means even if you bounce back up, you got to deal with that little level until you break it. But if you got all solid candles, tell me if it makes sense, Hella High and P Noodle. Tell me if it makes sense. When you got all red candles, then it should be no problem to going for that move back up. But if you got any type of green candle that interferes in this, as you go back up, you got to deal with that green candle, back to the upside. You got to deal with like a little area. So what I'm saying is, okay, as we go on down, and let's just say a green candle was to get involved, right? That means as you go back up, you got to deal with that green candle until we get that break and continue up. But if it's just all the way through, red, it should be no problem to see green tomorrow. That's why I want straight solid red candles all the way through without no interruptions. Because anytime you have any type of opposite candle, it's going to hold up as a level that you got to test. That you got to, test, retest, and then finally break. But if it's just straight solid through, it's easy to kind of deal with when you're reversing. So that's why I want all red candles. So going into tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan, we should have solid green candles going back up. Flying right through these bad boys. I don't want no interruptions. See how I was trying to create a little? I want all red. All red. Red. No interruptions. Now you see what I mean? Like by interruptions, like something like this. See how you was going down, then on you see this interruption right here. Then you fail. Then to try to go back up. Then you see how that little level turns to support. Then you fell back on down. Now you see what I mean? How that one green candle interrupted that whole little process. Now you see what I mean by one little candle can just kind of create a little, you see what I mean? That's why I would prefer this one go all the way through. But I mean, even with one green candle, I mean, it shouldn't affect anything, especially if it's not a strong green candle. If it's a weak ass green candle and we reverse back up, I mean, everything should be fine. We should be flying right through it for tomorrow. Because, I mean, even this candle is weak, so it's nothing to really worry about. Something that we should be able to fly through tomorrow. Because, and again, the reason why I say that is, like, especially on the downtrend standpoint, going into a reversal, let's just say this bad boy is green. That means wherever that closes at, you gotta put a point. You gotta put like a little line, something like this. And as you reverse back up, you gotta deal with that same area because that means that area is holding up as resistance. Now you guys get what I'm saying? Now you get what I'm saying? Because if it forms a green candle and you reverse, now you gotta deal with this area going back up because that's holding up as what? Resistance because you're doing the opposite. So as you go down. And you can see an upper shadow and then a green candle. And then we set up for a U-shaped pattern. What price point you're going to run into or what level? You're going to run right into this. You're going to U-shape, run into this until we break out. What I'm saying is I don't want no green candles. I don't want no interruptions. I want this bad boy just dropping. I want all red candles for a possible smoother red to green move. Without nothing getting involved. Without nothing stopping the process on the reversal. Now y'all get what I'm saying? That's why I don't want no green candles. I want this all red. Because I don't want nothing standing in the way when it reverses and go back up. I don't want, because you got to, again, because if it does that, you got to take wherever that candle stops, you got to take that into consideration. Going back up, I'm saying. From Thursday, going back into the Friday, because that's going to be a wall. See? That's going to be a wall. But if we get all red, then we should be golden. That's why I don't want that candle to turn green. I want it all red. You said I got spooked. No, it's still a bull flag. No, I mean, it's still a bear flag. It's still a bear flag. I mean, just getting a little bounce. It's just setting up a trap. I mean, you still got to look at your 1 hour time frame. You still got a bear trap. A bear trap. You got a bull trap still setting up. You just got to give it time. You still consolidating. Even if you go to a 5 minute time frame, you still consolidating in that same price point. But look what it's doing. Look very close, done. You're arcing. You fall underneath that 47.50. Back down to the 46.50. It's arcing. You still got a downtrend setting up. I told you that was going to happen. That you're going to have possibly some consolidation. But the main thing throughout the consolidation, you have to create a what? A trap. Create a trap and then go for the next leg down. Because I still think we're going to go down to that 44 in due time. I still think that. How many times I call a price point, we hit it? We may not have hit it right when I called it, but we hit it. So how many times I've done that and called out certain price points and we wind up hitting it? Even if it was in post-market, pre-market, we hit it. So I still think 44 is in, around the area still in play. That Friday's lows is still in play. I still think so. Oh, guys, give me a minute too. Let me call my mom right back because I know she just called me. I'll be right back, guys. Let me see what if she needed anything, any emergency. Well, it should be an emergency, but let me call her back to see what she needed. But guys, any questions, comments, or concerns, guys, do feel free to reach out to my mods. Mods, you guys are doing an excellent job. Y'all hold it down for me real quick. Just gotta call the queen, see if she needs anything, and we'll rock and roll from there, guys. Be right back. Give me a few minutes. Just keep everything on watch. Like I said, if you are short buyers or you're on the short side, just make sure you stay underneath that 47.50. Keep trapping them because, again, our focus is to go on the next leg down towards that 44. Our goal is to come out of this consolidation and go for the next leg down. That's our goal, going into that demand zone. If we do push back on up, just as long as you stay underneath 48. But we'll keep everything on watch. Keep everything on watch. But I'm more so on this bad boy to keep falling. So we'll just keep everything on watch. Keep everything on watch. Yeah, like I said, and another thing too, done, if we could get VIX to break up back above that 28, because I mean you're still holding an uptrend on VIX still, despite the pullback, and that's why you're getting a little bounce. If buyers can come in on VIX and blast through that 28 up, that's gonna cause spots to come back on down. So if we could get this bounce back up, that'll help SPY in that decline. That'll help us on the pullback. So we just got to get back above 28. If they can do that, that'll help us out graciously. But I'm waiting on them. I'm watching them bottoms. Definitely watching them bottoms. But I'll be right back, guys. I just got to call my mom real quick to see if she needed anything, and we'll keep it rocking and rolling. Be right back, guys. Peace. Guys, I'm back. I'm back with the little one. Say hey. You can say no. Yeah, baby. You can say no. Oh, no, baby. Come on. Come. I know. Look. Look. You can't cry in front of people. Come on now. Be a big girl. All right, Mom. All right. Okay. 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 So right now, guys, we're still in this little range right now. Still keeping everything on watch. Let me see. That's how I look when Spy. That's how I look when Spy goes to the opposite direction. Talking about her crying. Cold blood. What, Mama?
Stop.
Not doing nothing. Oh, baby.
Tell her what happened.
Oh, baby. Oh, man. Still in this range, guys. Still in this range. We just want to see how we're going to come out this range. Again, I'm expecting a pull back down. I want to see if we get this last leg down to the downside into this demand zone.
Oh, shit.
My poor baby, man. What, Jazz? What, Mama? Poor baby. I know. Daddy coming. Ooh.
Excuse you.
Ooh. I see you, Mama. There you go. I see you. Now she's smiling. I see you, baby. All right, guys. Keep it on watch. Trying to see what they're gonna put in these buy zones. How are we gonna come out of this range, guys? How are we gonna come out of this range? Oh, baby. Yep, that must be Mom. My phone, baby. Yep, that's Mom. Hold on, guys. Mom calling.